Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Hope everyone is doing good. My mood has been a little bit cray-cray. I don't know if it's because of the holidays, even though the holidays are going to be good for me. I cook like I usually do for the family. I don't have my Christmas tree up yet. I'm a little bit behind. I usually have it up around this time. I'm trying to make room right now. But I don't know. I'm in the funk right now. I have a counselor for my mental health. And she says that I should talk about it. And I don't want to put anybody in a bad mood or anything, or put my problems on anybody. I just don't know how to deal with my depression because I'm on medication, but yet it's not helping. I see my psychiatrist in a couple days. This depression really sucks. And my husband's like, why are you depressed? There's got to be a reason why you're depressed. It's not a reason why I'm depressed. There's not reasons. I'm just depressed. Like, I could be having a good day and I would still be depressed. There's days where I don't want to create content. And it's not because of you guys. It's not your fault at all. It's my fault because of the funk that I'm in. And if you're struggling through depression, just know that you're not alone. If you're struggling through depression, we can get this we can go through this together. I am there as a support person. Like, if you're having a funky day, just say, hey, Leah, I'm having a funky day. Comment below on my video, and I will 100% comment back and say, I'm with you, hun. But yeah, I just want to let everybody know that I'm just depressed and I don't know how to deal with it. Like, the other day I wanted to just cry and I just want to cry. Sorry, I have to take these eye patches off. By the way, I'm loving these eye patches. I got sent through PR through these. I got a bunch of skincare products and I'm really loving them. It really helps with the under eye to really tighten underneath the eye. Trying to talk through me, I don't want to cry, but I'm tearing up. But anyways, I will leave those eye patches down below in the description box. It helps to brighten underneath the eye. So if you have dark circles, goodbye dark circles. We don't know her. Just place those bad boys underneath your eye and they will take care of them. Also, a little bit, I've been kind of hiding myself behind you guys, and I wanted to wait longer to let you guys know. So, my genes, I was not blessed with great genes. My family suffers with bad teeth. And so these are not my real teeth. I actually wear dentures. So, and it feels so good to come out and tell you guys that I'm I wear dentures. If this is not your video, then you can definitely scroll this video and go to another video. Please do not make fun of me, but I was not blessed with good genes, and bad teeth is what I inherited. So I pretty young to have bad teeth, but I had to get dentures, and I can't afford to get the next big thing of dentures. But as you know, I'll let you guys know a little bit more about me, but just getting that off my chest, I feel a lot better. So sometimes you guys will not hear my words come out crisp is because of the dentures, or sometimes like my mouthpiece will, like my mouth, you'll see it and you guys will know. Now you guys know that I have dentures in my mouth. So let's go ahead and get into some skincare. I really love this moisturizer. You guys know this. I'm scraping the bottom of this. Like I've been trying not to use it all up. I have to actually get my dentures adjusted because they're moving around in my mouth. I don't like the glue, so I'll just place them in my mouth because I don't like the glue. And sometimes they'll move in my mouth and it drives me nuts. I can't eat with them because they won't stay in place. And I don't understand the point of having dentures if you can't eat with them. And I've had them adjusted so many times and I still can't eat with them. So that really sucks. But yeah. So today we are going to be underpainting. Underpainting is a technique that makeup artist has been using for a very long time. It is what you do before you apply your foundation. I actually didn't go crazy for the Sephora savings event. I purchased one item and I only paid $4 for it because I had a Sephora gift card that I saved with points because I am not bringing in a whole lot of income right now. So I'm like trying to do my best with the beauty products that I have to try to make videos for you guys. But I ended up picking up the Mary Phillips contour palette. This is a really nice palette. It's expensive palette. There is 3 different shade selections. There is a light, medium, and dark. Let's just get into the packaging. This is a very luxury, like it's heavy. It's not cheap. You're getting what you paid for. This was $64, but I only paid $4 because $4 and some odd cents because of my gift card. But so when you first open it, it looks like this. You're getting a film over the mirror, and this is a color corrector. And let's see, these ones are highlighters and these are your contour shades. So we'll be using these to underpaint with. Mary Phillips is a makeup artist. She has her underpainting technique, and then I also looked up Scott Barnes. He is also a makeup artist. He was Jennifer Lopez's makeup artist, and I looked up his video because he created a video with Tati Westbrook. And if some of you guys that don't know who Tati Westbrook is, she is a beauty guru on YouTube. She creates videos, tutorials, and unbiased reviews, just like I do. She is so awesome. So, like, go to her channel. I will also leave her video in the description box. But she had Scott Barnes on her channel, and they did the underpainting video. And they were just too comical. They were just so awesome together, how they created that video. And so I took notes, and that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing the Scott Barnes underpainting technique today. So let's get into face primer. I'm going to use 2 different primers. I'm going to use the hydrating primer. This is the Catrice Glam and Glow hydrating primer, which I do love. This is a very great hydrating primer. So Thanksgiving is literally here in another week. It's, I think, next week, I believe. I I believe my son is supposed to be coming over. I don't make turkey on Thanksgiving. We're like a ham type people. I make my famous ham. I'm going to go into the Glowwish by Huda Beauty. And Huda Beauty actually has her Cyber Craze sale going on right now, where everything is 80% off. This primer is 80% off, which I recommend. Her setting powder is also 80% off, which I recommend. Her makeup brushes, which I also recommend, they are also on sale. Her lipsticks and lip liners, I recommend. Her eyeshadow palettes, her Icy palette, that would be a good time to buy that palette. That is a really great palette to use. So we're going to go into this primer. This is going to blur those pores. Which I have on my cheeks. I'm going to apply it to my nose. But what I was saying was, I cooked my famous ham. It's a pre-cooked ham that I buy from Walmart. It's in a purple cellophane. It's wrapped in a purple cellophane. And I get like a Dutch oven pot to go into the oven. I place my ham into the pot. I put water in there just for enough for the ham to sit in the water. And then I take brown sugar and I literally just cake the ham with brown sugar. And then I take pineapple rings and toothpicks and I place the pineapples on the ham and secure them with toothpicks. And then I take a bunch of honey and I drizzle it all over my ham. And when you do get those hams, it says 10 to 12 minutes per pound. I usually time it 10 minutes per pound. So literally, like, my hams will come out between 2 hours and a half cook time. But, so I drizzled it with ham, or drizzle it with honey. See, I'm thinking about my ham. And then I put the pot on, put it in the oven. I think you preheat it to 325. And then you get a baster, like a turkey baster. And then what you do is baste that ham so it doesn't dry out, and baste it every half hour until it's cooked. And it comes with a packet of like brown sugar coating. And you would stir it, like you mix that with some water. And you apply that 10 minutes before you take it out. And it is just thebomb.com. I just gave you my recipe. So there is my tip to you. So if you needed a ham recipe, there you go. Thank you. So let's get into our underpainting. We are gonna, what are we gonna use? Are we gonna highlight? Are we gonna color correct? I think I'm gonna use the color correcting shade for the concealer. I need to figure out what brush I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use like a flat paddle brush. And I hope this is my shade. Now we're just gonna roll with it. We're gonna place it underneath our eyes. Kind of the same tone as my skin. And you're going to place it underneath your eyes and bring it all the way down to the corner of your nose and blend it out. I'm going to use a bigger brush. I'm going to use this kitten paw that Scott Barnes calls a kitten paw brush and apply product that way. What is that? And to go on the other side. Bring it to the corner of your nose. And we're gonna literally bring it to the bridge of our nose. Get my brush or my mirror so I can see what's going on. Then we're going to apply some to the forehead. Let me try a different shade because this is literally the same color as my skin. I want something a little bit more brightening. No, this is not giving it to me. All right, we are gonna take a concealer because I'm just not liking what's going on. We'll still use some of the shades. So we're bringing that I wish she had a shade lighter than what she has because these shades are literally the same shade as my skin tone, and it's not brightening what I want it to do. Down. Chin. I need to look because I jot details down. So conceal under the eyes, down the bridge of the nose. Like that. Okay. Use a brush the shape of a kitten paw, which we blended out. Blend out the concealer underneath your eyes, bringing the concealer up towards the bridge, which we did. Blend the concealer up on the forehead. Okay. Use a paint brush to contour underneath the jaw, starting from the ear and end it. Okay. So we're going to use a little warm shade. Let's see, what do I want to use for... So I'm going to go into this shade right here. It's a little bit warmer. And we are going to place that right there and bring it out. So we want to bring this contour where it's to the middle of our eye. So that's, want it to be right here. Like that. Same thing on the other side. Okay, now take the contour and draw a line where your baby hairs grow from the ear and pull the line all the way up to the middle of your eyeball, which we did. Then apply the contour on the forehead like a rainbow and end your contour line to the tips of your eyebrows. So we're gonna go like this, like a rainbow. And bring it down like this to where your eyebrows are. Like that. Then, let's see. Be blending and tapping. So, blending. And then a tapping motion. I know right now it looks harsh. It's going to, but it'll definitely blend into the foundation. It'll look good when it's done. Same thing, so we're going to blend up because we don't want that, we don't want to drag this down further than what it is. So blend up and tapping motions. And I got this brush from Makeup Forever. It has a really nice contour shape to it. Same thing. I'm trying to look in the camera. And then we're gonna bring the rest underneath the chin. What's on the brush. Okay. And then we're gonna contour our nose, which I'm gonna use this brush. Morphe, I don't think sells this brush anymore. So, if I see another brush, or maybe I'll Google like a nose brush, I'll leave it down in the description. So we already placed that highlight, so we're gonna draw that line right there and bring it up towards the eyebrow. Scott didn't do that, but I like to do that to bring it up towards my eyebrow. And then blend it in the bottom with the product that you have left. I use the same shade that I used with the forehead and the cheeks. And then we're gonna blend this. Now we're gonna go into the same shade, and I'm gonna take a different brush. I'm gonna take one of Scott Barnes brushes. This is number 59, and I am gonna go overlining my lips, not too much, kind of like as you would if you were applying lip liner. So I'm using this brush for that. Like that, really light-handed. You don't want to go too much. These creams are really creamy and they blend out like, these are like butter. I really like the formula on this. I just wish there was a palette lighter than this, like a fair, because this is already light and this is like already my skin tone. So this is what I did to my lips. So I'm going to continue blending out this highlight that's on my chin. Blend out that highlight that's on my nose. All right, so we did the lips, we did the nose. Use a brush the shape of a kitten paw and blend out the concealer in a patting motion, okay? Blend out the concealer underneath your eyes, which we did. Blend out the forehead, which we already did, kinda kind of want everything blended out, the concealer, to the edges where we did all the contour. Like that. Now take the contour with the paintbrush and draw a line where your baby hairs, we already did that. Okay. Now we're gonna go in with foundation on forehead, underneath the chin. Okay, so we're going in with foundation. All right, here we go. We are gonna use a new foundation. This is the Givenchy, I don't know why, I just all forgot how to pronounce this brand's name. Givenchy Prisme Libre Glow Serum Foundation. And we're gonna go in with a stipple, like a stipple brush is what we call it. This is a Scott Barnes 68. And I'm using my glass palette like I always do. And we're gonna like lightly go over that what we put down. We still want that contour to peek through, but we're kind of just blending everything. And actually, I need to touch this up more, this contour on my nose. So I'm blending this out more so it's not so harsh. Like that. So this is underpainting. And we're just going in lightly. And I'm kind of just using my hands to warm up product so it melts in faster. That foundation, and we almost lost an earring. That is how we're overworking our brush, you guys. What is going on? There we go. We got it. So this is a beautiful foundation. I really love it. It's giving glow, which said that on the front of the bottle, but it's beautiful. It's skin-like. I mean, mature skin is gonna love this because I am mature skin. Okay, now we're gonna take another brush. Same brush, a little bit smaller, but we're kind of just gonna bounce that foundation that we laid down and melt everything, kind of like doing a second blend. I hate this hair in my face. Ugh. Hold on, guys. Okay. There. I needed to, like, get the hair out of my face because it was driving me nuts. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and set down a cream blush. We're going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Rosy Glow. This is a gorgeous blush. We're going to use kind of like the same brush to lay it down. I'm going to blend this out because this is a very pigmented blush. And I am just going to put that on my apples and blend that out. Isn't that pretty, you guys? Like the glow with the foundation and then the blush is gorgeous. So we have that. I might actually pick up another color, another shade in this. This is beautiful. Look at the packaging on this. Now we're gonna lay down a powder contour so we can set the creams, and a powder blush. We're going to use the Dibs, the Duet Baked Bronzer Duo in Caramel Cappuccino. And we're going to use another Scott Barnes brush. This is the number 65. This is like one of my favorite tried and true brushes for contour because of the shape. It's perfect. Because you do get two different tones, I'm kind of going to mix them and then tap off and then set that on my forehead. Just in like a rainbow like we were doing. And then we're going to go back in and go on the cheeks. And put the rest underneath the chin. Get the nose. And then we're going to set our blush. This is also by Charlotte Tilbury. Like, hello, look how adorable, stinking cute that is. This is the Charlotte Beauty Soulmates Face Palette in Pillow Talk Flawless Pink. So you get a finishing powder on one side and a blush on the other. We are going to use the blush. So we're going to go in with a Made by Mitchell brush. Those two blushes together is beautiful. Stunning. Now let's lay down some highlight. This is a Polite Society Star Power Highlight Society. That must be the shade. It reminds me of the Rare Beauty highlighter. beautiful. Oop, that is gorgeous and blinding. Just like I love my highlights. Tone it down just a tad though. There. Now let's lay down some powder. Let's lay down, so we have either a setting powder and a finishing powder, both by YSL. Let's use both. Let's use the setting powder underneath the eyes. I'm going to use a powder puff. That looks smooth. Go on the other side. Let me look in the mirror. That looks really nice. And then we'll use the finishing powder on the perimeter of the face. And I'll use the Sephora Pro Sculpting Brush number 99 and wipe some of that powder off. All right, now shadow and brows. I have a new brow pencil. This is the Ioni Micro Filling Brow Tattoo. Has a shape like this. It's basically a dupe for, well, I don't know if it's gonna work or not, so I shouldn't say it's dupe. But it looks just like the Benefit Micro, what is it? I have it right here. Nope, that is not the one I was looking for. Brow micro filling pen, which looks like this, which I do love. So let's try this one out. I need a spoolie. Not sure if I'm a fan of this. It's kind of stiff. It's dry. The form is very, very dry. And when it being so dry, it's hard to get product out of it. I don't know if I got a bad pen or what. I mean, it did what it did. I'm not impressed. So let's get into eyes. We have a new palette. This is the Blend Bunny X Ellis, the Garden of Stars. The packaging on this is beautiful. This People are saying it reminds them of the tiles of a swimming pool or a fountain. I definitely agree. It's very beautiful. So let's go ahead and lay down some primer and I'll be back. Okay, so our primer is laid down. I put eyeliner in the waterline already because we've already running real tight on time right now. We need to run some matte through the shadow. I'm going to go in with the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette. I want to go in with the shade right here, Brain Freeze. I think that's a really pretty shade to go into, especially with the tones. I really want to go into these blue tones right here, kind of turquoise shades, but I think they're beautiful. So I'm going to go into Brain Freeze. Jeffree Star is known for beautiful shadows. Like, look at the blue on that. Beautiful. Run that through the crease. What is everybody going to do for Thanksgiving dinner? You guys already know what I'm going to be doing. I hate cooking. I really absolutely hate cooking. I love baking though. When it comes to baking cupcakes, cakes, sign me up because I love doing that. Before I got into creating beauty content, that's what I was doing for a while, was creating custom cakes for people. I didn't do any kind of wedding cakes. Didn't get that far because it just, I didn't have my own place. The kitchen was really small. I did a couple orders and then I just kind of just fell out of it. And that's how I found YouTube and makeup. So I was thankful to find YouTube and makeup. So I think I'm going to go into this, let's see, what shade are you? Loose, is it Lucid? Lucid. I'm going to go into this shade, this shimmer right here called Lucid. And I'm going to apply that on the inner part of my eye. I'm going to try to attempt to use a brush so I can have precise application. They look, oh, that's super creamy. I think I'm going to use a finger. My fingers are so big. Apply that to my inner part of my eye. It's beautiful. This is actually my first palette from Blend Bunny, and I am impressed. I heard that they had great palettes anyways. I wasn't worried. But man, they are super soft and creamy. The shadows are. Alright, now I'm going to go into Vitality right here and put that on the outer part of my eye. That is gorgeous. I am filling my eye look. All right. Now, let's do the other eye. I am super excited to play with the other shades. So that just made a simple eye look. Alright, well, I'm going to do liner and mascara off camera, and I'll be back. Alright, guys, lashes are on, eyeliner's on. We got to do lips now. I did save the lips for best, or last. See, this video should have been over a long time ago. So this is by, I believe by Glam. Yeah, Glam. And I'm not sure what shade this is. It's a beautiful nude. And then we're gonna apply a lip gloss by Dibs. This is the Desert Island Beauty in the shade Effortless Pink. Beautiful shade. The applicator looks like this, really itty bitty. I love the smell of this. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like cupcakes. I love it. All right, so that is what that looks like. I love like the shininess of this. Nothing gooey or anything. Really hydrating on the lips. I'm going in with the One Size Power Melt Glass Setting Mist. I do believe you're supposed to, yeah, you're supposed to shake. So, I really have been enjoying using this setting mist. Looks like I've not used it, but I have. Alright, you guys, that is the video. You guys need to go get this palette. Again, this was the Blend Bunny X Ellis, the Garden of Stars. Beautiful formula on this. I will see you guys in the next video.